My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter and welcome to another daily reading vlog. Today is Saturday. It is February the 15th. Happy Saturday, everybody. So we are currently under a winter storm warning. Fun times. It's supposed to snow quite a bit over the course of the weekend. Today something like 5 centimeters, which isn't a ton. It's enough to make a mess of things, but it's not, but tomorrow is when the bulk of the snow is supposed to hit. And north of us, I just heard on the radio, could get hit with up to 40 centimeters, which is, I think, about 16 inches of snow. So yeah, fun times. I'm glad it's happening on a weekend when not as many people need to be out on the roads. I mean, still some people obviously have to be out on the roads, but not as many. But yeah, so it is about 12:30 in the afternoon, a little bit later starting the vlog today. Garrett and I went out this morning to the grocery store just to pick up a couple things. It was super busy. You could tell like a lot of people were like stocking up and shopping and, all the things. And we just grabbed some snacks and some cat food, like the important stuff. And that's about it. No idea what we're doing for dinner tonight. Probably order a pizza. I know I had pizza last night for dinner, but it's one of those things that you can eat it all the time. At least I can. But anyway, yeah, so we shall see what ends up happening. But yeah, I just plan on relaxing for the rest of the afternoon. No major plans. It is snowing outside. You really can't tell from the window right now, but I mean, it's not snowing a lot, but it's snowing a little bit. So yeah, a nice cozy day inside. So, I haven't done any crafting yet. I plan on, after recording this, sitting down, doing some cross stitch and doing some reading, watching some BookTube. I did get a bit of reading done this morning. So before I get into what I've read so far today, let me finish with what I finished yesterday, because last night, after I finished the vlog, I finished 2 books, you guys. So I finished reading, first of all, The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern by Lillian Jackson Braun, the second book in the Cat Who mystery series. I gave this book 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will talk about it in my wrap-up on Monday. And then I finished The Widow's Bodyguard by Karen Whidden. I gave that one 3.5 stars. Again, I'll talk about that one on Monday as well. So I finished in total 3 books yesterday, you guys, if you include the Sweet Valley High book. So yay, yesterday was a big finishing day, and that's what I said earlier in the week too, like when you're reading on multiple books, you like finish everything at once, it seems. So, what am I currently reading? So right now this morning, I read a little bit of Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey, and I am enjoying that one so far. I'm about 15% of the way through that one, and I started my next Sweet Valley High book, which is Power Play, which is book number 4 in the Sweet Valley High series. So that's what I've read on today so far. Nothing terribly interesting. So in the Fangirl Down book, so I don't know if, okay, so in this book, I think I talked yesterday about the fact that the golfer, whose name is Wells, he's like almost a Tiger Woods-esque, he was kind of a prodigy, and, he kind of let fame get to his head, and he drinking and, a little bit too much fun, if you will, and no longer is the darling of the golf scene or the PGA tournament, if you will. And Josephine was his biggest fan and is still his fan until the beginning of the book, when he basically tells her, I'm done and you should be done and I don't want you as a fan anymore and I don't care anymore and you shouldn't care anymore. And then, then we fast forward a few weeks and he wakes up in this drunken stupor feeling completely guilty about the way he treated her and decides he wants to try and make it up to her. But there was a hurricane that happened and her family runs a pro golf shop, a pro shop, if you will, I guess. And it was severely destroyed by the hurricane. And that's where we're at now. He's shown up at her shop and it's just devastating. And she has no flood insurance because she let it lapse because she needed to pay for her insulin. She's a type 1 diabetic. There's kind of a lot going on, and I'm only like 15% of the way through the book. But it's Tessa Bailey. So somebody, it was asked in the comments yesterday, for those of you who don't know, Tessa Bailey is very spicy. She's a very spicy author. This one, it would not surprise me if this gets a 3 chili pepper or more rating. But what I like about Tessa Bailey is that she works the spice scenes well into the book. Like, they make sense. And I've talked about this before. If it, moves the plot along, it makes sense. If it's just there for the sake of being there, that's when I have, like, I don't necessarily agree with it. Not that I don't agree with it, but I want it to make sense for the plot, if that makes sense. And I'm probably going to read on a few of the things today. I'm still reading Kirsten Love by Emily Collin. I'll probably pick that up. And I might start another cozy mystery and another category romance. We shall see. Stay tuned for the rest of the day and let's see where the day takes us. But anyway, that's about it. So I will show you guys the snow if you want to see. And yeah, and I've got Presley here with me as well this morning. There he is. Say hi, Precipice. Hi. Hi. Hi, you're handsome. Yes, you're handsome. Oh, you're so handsome. He just loves being talked to. Anyway, guys, I will check in with you in a little bit. Bye. Hello, ma'am. Hi, friends. It is 7:30 at night, and I am coming to you with the final clip of the vlog. Very, very boring today. I do apologize. I ended up doing some stitching for a little bit. I didn't do a lot. I got about 60 stitches in. I didn't end up showing it to you. Sorry. Not a lot of progress. It didn't really look like I did much, so I didn't bother. But I have done a bit of reading, which is good. I did start 2 new books. Said I was going to, probably. But I did start reading Eclair in Present Danger by Laura Bradford, which is the first book in the Emergency Dessert Squad Cozy Mystery series. This is for a read-along over on the Killin' Time with Cozy's Discord group. I think this is being discussed next. Maybe it's even this Sunday. Oops. Oh well, at least I'll be able to talk about what I've read so far. So anyway, we're reading book 1 in February, book 2 in March, book 3 in April. So it's only a 3-book series, so that'll be fun. I'm only a few chapters into it. Excuse me, you guys. So basically this is about our main character, Winnie, who inherits a cat, as well as an old 1960s ambulance from this elderly neighbor. The elderly neighbor's husband had been restoring the ambulance before his death, and she thought she was going to be getting some cash because she had a business that was closing, a bakery. So now that she has this ambulance, she's decided that instead of running a shop, like a bakery shop, she's going to have an emergency dessert, pardon me, I've got the hiccups, business, where she is going to be doing deliveries of desserts. And so far we have had a murder take place. An elderly gentleman across the way from her has passed away, or not passed away, he was murdered. So the story's going to go from there. So far I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's a cozy. I like a good cozy. And I am reading this on my Kobo Clara color. So that is the color cover, in case anyone is curious. But the device is off right now, so it's not super, super bright. But yeah, I like that one. And I did start my first book, and probably my only book that I'm going to be reading for the Retro Romance Readathon, and that is Ring in a Teacup by Betty Niels. I am 1 chapter into this one, and so far I'm enjoying it. This is a bit of a slower read, because it is tiny type. Now, it is a Betty Niels. I did check. I could borrow it from my library on ebook, but I kind of really want to read it in this version because there's just something like, if you're going to read a retro book, I feel like you need to read it as a retro book. Does that make sense? So yeah, this is a classic Betty Niels where our female lead is a nurse in a hospital in England, and the male lead is a doctor. And she is going to Amsterdam on holiday, and he is Dutch, and I guess he's going to meet up with her there, and there's going to be a romance, and yeah, so I'll update more as I go. Like I said, I'm only a chapter into it, but so far I'm enjoying it. So yeah, so that's it, you guys. Like I said, pretty boring. We got a little bit more snow, not a ton, enough to mess up the roads, but nothing like major. The bulk of the snow is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to really get pelted with snow, so tomorrow will definitely be a stay inside and read type of day. I did end up having a nap this afternoon as well, which was much needed. I have no problem getting up at 2 a.m. to go pick up my husband from work. It really doesn't bother me because I don't have to get up for work, but I still tend to be on a schedule, so I tend to still get up around the same time in the morning. So my sleep schedule is a little bit messed up. So this afternoon I was doing some cross stitch and I just got tired. I'm like, I'm going to lay down for a bit. So I laid down, had an hour-long nap, and it was lovely. Naps are lovely. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.